All right, so tonight something happened near one of the most important choke points on Earth, and nobody should brush this off. Explosions are being reported in Bandar Abbas. You can see that marked here on this map. This is a very important port for the Iranians. This is Iran's major port sitting right next to the Strait of Hormuz. You see, this is the Strait of Hormuz. This is Larak Island. This is Hormuz. Okay. This is a major tipping point in what was supposed to be some level of peace negotiations. Now, what I'm going to tell you tonight is as much that I have coming in from various sources, that sources I can share and sources I can't share. But what we're seeing right now is a breakdown in what the IRGC and the Iranian people want. I believe we're on the tipping point of a civil war within Iran. I believe that they are fighting for their own existence. I'm talking about the people of Iran. I am not talking about the IRGC. I think the IRGC is doing everything they possibly can to disrupt any opportunity of a peace deal between the president, between the United States, between this coalition. I believe that is the real answer, or that's the real situation right now. Iran's major port, this is the city sitting right near the Strait of Hormuz. This is the narrow waterway that is causing all of the conflict. And this helps move a huge share of the world's oil and LNG, natural gas. Iranian linked outlets reported blasts not only around Bandar Abbas, but also near Sirik and Jask, both along Iran's southern coast. We're going to show you all of those locations. But the blockade, the U.S. military blockade, is further out here in the Gulf of Oman. Now, what was happening is Iranian patrol craft, or IRGC patrol craft, were putting mines. They were putting more mines in and around the Strait of Hormuz. And the United States military said, not so fast, sucker. You're not going to do that. We're trying to get a peace deal here. We're trying to open up the Strait of Hormuz, not blow a ship out of the water and close the whole damn channel. This channel is it's 21 miles wide total, but the actual shipping channel, the flow of traffic, is a 4-mile wide, narrow passageway. And the key points here are the IRGC and the Iranian people, and I would say the leadership in Tehran, the Iranian leadership, are operating completely independent. No one is talking to each other. The left hand is not talking to the right foot. Okay. We don't yet have what, if any mines were laid. We don't know that, but we do know that this was an airstrike. They took out 2, maybe 3 IRGC boats. This was a retaliatory strike by the United States military. I don't know if it was F-18s that was United States Navy or if this was Air Force. I'm assuming it was the F-18s on the aircraft carriers there. But this is huge because it shows that what we're trying to accomplish is not necessarily what the IRGC wants to accomplish. Now, there's other stuff coming in that Israel is dropping airstrikes against Hezbollah in Lebanon near Beirut. And this is all while nuclear talks, frozen assets, and while Iran is trying to pressure global shipping. And you don't ignore it when this stuff happened. Bandar Abbas is not just another city. This is a strategic waterway. It is tied to Iran's navy, Iran's missile posture, and the Strait of Hormuz. And if something happened here, this is going to have consequences far beyond Iran and far beyond these peace deals. So tonight we're going to break down what is confirmed, what is still fog of war, why Bandar Abbas matters militarily, and the big question, if Iran just hit us again, or if we hit them again, is there something else happening inside of the regime? Do you all believe in the comments that something else is happening? Do you believe that there are multiple factions? Because I believe there is a Iranian people faction. I believe there is a Tehran leadership, Ayatollah Khomeini faction. And then I believe that IRGC is operating completely independent. And that's where I'm at on all of this tonight. We're going to jump into a lot of this. There's a lot of stuff going on. It just when you think things should slow down, they don't. We've got Jennifer Griffin. She's with Fox News. She's a Trump hater, but she's got this. More details on the U.S. strikes. 2 Iranian boats were caught laying mines in the Strait of Hormuz. U.S. military eliminated both IRGC vessels, also struck at a SAM, which is a surface-to-air missile site in Bandar Abbas that was targeting U.S. warplanes. So they're launching surface-to-air missiles at United States military aircraft that are flying sorties over this area. Says these were defensive strikes. They do not indicate ceasefire is over, according to 2 well-placed sources. I don't know about you. I would love to get your answer in the comments. If they start launching surface-to-air missiles at United States aircraft, if they're looking to put more mines in the Strait of Hormuz, what does it do to the ceasefire, in your opinion? Does it feel like the IRGC wants a ceasefire? I don't think they do. I just don't think. Let's see here. I've seen many videos that they're fighting in the streets, but so much fake stuff. I'll tell you this: you're about to see. JD, thank you for that comment.
How
Big
dare
salute.
you?
How dare you bring some facts into this situation? What you're about to see is more videos, more fighting in the street. Because do you know what happened today? The Iranian leadership apparently are turning back on the internet. They're turning on the internet. We're going to talk about that here in a few minutes, because if they turn the internet back on to the Iranian people, we're going to start getting footage. We're going to see leaked footage. We're probably going to see some things that we are not prepared to see. I believe that the IRGC is publicly hanging people. They're publicly executing people. I believe we're going to see that type of stuff. But the Iranian people deserve to have a voice, and they deserved. We need to know what's happening there. Iranian source told me the heavy gunfire heard near Bandar Abbas erupted after the IRGC targeted a vessel at sea, followed by U.S. fighter jets striking IRGC naval boats. According to the source, several IRGC Navy personnel were killed in the attack. Situations ongoing. The heavy gunfire, I believe the heavy gunfire is skirmishes within their own area. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I believe the Iranian people want freedom. They want peace. They want to be able to have all the blue-haired liberals that we got. That's how liberal or how American they want to be. I see vids of Yanks fighting in the streets. Gunners mate RAA. I don't know about that. Yanks fighting in the street. I'm assuming you're from Britain. Your country is conquered. I'm sorry. We celebrated Memorial Day here for the men and women that fought for our country. Maybe do a little more fighting for your own rather than trying to incite some stuff here. That's what I would say. I lived in Britain. I know how disgusting that it is there. And you're conquered. Explosions heard in Bandar Abbas. Air defense heard per locals. A few minutes ago, the sound of several explosions were heard in the city. That tells me airstrikes were on the ground there, not just these boats. At the same time, some citizens have reported hearing the sound air defense activity in the area. That tells me air sirens, more air strikes. City situations completely under control. There's no cause for concern. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt the situation is under control in Bandar Abbas. I really believe that what we're seeing is the start of a civil war there. That's what I think. And I'd love to get your opinion. And I almost believe that that's exactly what the Iranian people need. Here's some video footage here. Let me see if I can pull this footage up of what's happening in Bandar Abbas right now. There's no audio on this clip. This is off of Telegram, but you can see you can see some of the imagery there of It looks kind of like the Golden Dome, the air interceptors, the surface to air missiles, basically like a Scud or a Patriot missile defense system. And that's what's happening here. But this this is real, and this is happening while we're trying to get a peace deal. Pryor, you're correct. It's only the beginning. Pryor, I think you're right, man. I don't want to be right on this. I don't want to be right on this. Let me put a poll in the chat, because you guys, do you think, I think the reason they cut off the internet there, let me just put the poll there. I believe we're seeing a civil war unfold in Iran. And I believe that's why they cut off the internet. That's what I think there. They cut off the internet so that leaked footage would not get out to the rest of the world, and we wouldn't see how bad that the Iranian government is. That's what I think. Now we've got this. She looks like a bulldog chewing a wasp, is what she looks like. This is CNN. This is disgusting. But these people, you can't hate the media enough.
And we have breaking news. Explosions rock Iran. U.S. Central Command just confirming that U.S. forces targeted Iranian military facilities responsible for launching a series of attacks against American warships in the Strait of Hormuz. Iranian state media had reported blasts.
Wait a second. Okay, it went from laying mines to targeting warships. Did you hear that? I didn't hear that the first time that I listened to this.
Responsible for launching a series of attacks against American warships in the Strait of Hormuz. Iranian state media had reported blasts that were heard in the border city of Bandar Abbas. That's home to a key Iranian naval and air base along the strait. Iranian state media also reporting explosions in other cities as well. The attacks coming as intense discussions are underway tonight to end the war in Iran, but a deal is not in place. Iran's top security official declaring tonight, quote, "There will be no retreat."
Okay, so they're saying no retreat. Wow. Your chat won't let me edit my mistakes. I don't control the chat. Don't make mistakes. There you go. Easy fix. Don't make mistakes with your chat. Perfect. So CNN said they were targeting U.S. warships. That's a game changer. If they're targeting U.S. warships. Now, I know putting mines in the strait is bad enough, but come on. Looks like we're going to talk about this in just a second. We've got leftist rioters outside of the ICE facility in Newark. They're trying to, it looks like, bust into the facility. We'll get to that in a second. Oh my gosh. But as if this couldn't get any worse for things here in America. She has stage 5 TDS. I agree. We all know that. But the U.S. military launches new strikes on targets in southern Iran. Central Command is confirming all of this. Guys, this is not good if we thought we were going to get a peace deal. This is coming out of The Guardian, Middle East Crisis Live. U.S. launches self-defense strikes, southern Iran. Efforts while we're trying to get a peace deal. This is, look at this. Stockpile of enriched uranium could be destroyed inside of Iran, Trump announces. Do you think that some of these airstrikes were to target the enriched uranium? Because this is odd timing, very odd timing compared to what the president just put out on the White House, official White House X account. The enriched uranium, nuclear dust, will either be immediately turned over to the United States to be brought home and destroyed, or preferably in conjunction and coordination with the Islamic Republic of Iran, destroyed in place, or ... Look at that. The or ... Does the president mean that we're going to just cover it up with some more rubble, with some more carnage? I think the president could be right here. I think that's what could be going on. They very well could have been laying mines in the strait, or I wouldn't put it past the United States military. I wouldn't put it past the intelligence agencies to say, yeah, they were putting some mines in the water. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Let's drop a few warheads on foreheads and cover up this enriched uranium. I wouldn't put that past the president. I wouldn't put that past the president at all. Real KRO, thank you very much for the $20 super chat.
Amen.
Thank you very much. I really
Hallelujah.
appreciate that.
And boom shakalaka.
I hope you all had a great Memorial Day. I hope you recognized all those that have been before us. DC Power, thank you very much. $10 super chat. How dare you? How dare you? Thank you so much. I mean, why not? You're absolutely right. Why not? Why not use the guise of them putting mines in the water to do this? Explosions heard in southern Iran's Bandar Abbas coastal areas. I think the only thing that the Iranian regime understands is force, is real lever. That's all they understand right now. I think we know that. Apparently, news is coming out that the situation's under control. Okay. I just don't know how this plays out. Iran's president orders the reopening of international internet access. This is the game changer. If this is true, and we start getting real reports in of what I would call the genocide that has been happening there towards their own people. Howard, you're absolutely right. You took the words right out of my mouth. Peace through strength is all they understand. You're right. If the Iranian government opens back up internet access, which they're saying they are, I don't know if I believe them or not, what does that do for negotiations? What does that do for the decisions that the president will have to make? We talked a little bit about that today, how the president's trying to get them to come in and be part of the Abraham Accords. Okay, that's not in English. I can't listen to that. Here you go. And this is where I think some of these airstrikes could be very relevant in Bandar Abbas. Look at right here. Trump demands the uranium destruction, as the U.S. and Iran try to hammer out the deal. Oil prices are tumbling. U.S. jets strike IRGC boats. Trump says Iran's enriched uranium must be destroyed. Iran warns strikes on Beirut could derail diplomacy. I want to ask you a question here. And this is me being very, very open-minded with all of you in the chat. There's over 2,000 people. We're on multiple platforms. Do you think Israel should continue with strikes against Hezbollah in Lebanon, just north of the Gaza Strip? Do you think Israel should continue with that? I'm ready to see some comments here, because I personally think that Israel has every right to continue strikes on these proxies, the Hamas, the Lebanon, the Beirut, the Gaza Strip. I personally believe they have every right to do that. Okay? That's just my opinion. And I'm looking here. If you think they do have that right, you can put a 1 for yes or a 2 for no. That's up to you. I'm not here to tell you what to believe. I'm not here to tell you what to think. I am not here to try to convince you of anything. I'm also here not to argue with you. I just really want to know, and it looks like a lot of people are saying yes. Okay. All right. So it looks like the majority of the chat believes Israel has the right to defend themselves. I'm rocking the USS Ohio hat. This was my very first submarine that I got on in 1990. Was it end of 93, early 94, somewhere around that time? Let's see here. Do you think Israel should continue strikes against Hamas, I think is how you spell it. We call them the ham sandwiches on it here. They love ham sandwiches. Their favorite dish is a ham sandwich with bacon. But I think they should. I really believe that they should continue. I also think we're starting to get to the finish line on the Ukrainian Russia type of thing. I think Russia has been pushed around enough that you're probably going to see something very drastic come from Russia. I don't know if it's going to be really well received by the Ukrainians, because I think Russia is about to go big or go home. Israel to intensify the Lebanon offensive to crush Hezbollah. Okay. Somebody said they were on the 730, like number 730. Okay. There you go. Road Glide 3 or R Glide 3. Thank you very much for that. I don't know what the 730 was. Was that the Henry M. Jackson, maybe? 733? I think that was the Nevada. I can't remember. But Israel is heating up. This is plumes of smoke from southern Lebanon today. So they're not stopping. The Gaza Strip is still a major hang up in the Middle East. And I don't know if it should be any of our business. Somebody says, do Dearborn, Michigan. Dearborn is your problem, brother. I don't live in Michigan. I'm glad I don't live in Michigan. We've got footage here of U.S. service members launching of several tactical ballistic missiles from the M142 high mobility HIMARS against targets in Iran during the recent round of hostilities. Look at this. Let me turn that audio down. Look at those HIMARS on the coast there, or on that. They're looking out of a. Looks like they're looking out of a Humvee window. Look at those. See them? So they're returning fire at the Iranians. Okay. And I don't know what the blue doll is. I have no idea about this, but it looks like some Chinese doll. Some kind of anime. I had to rock the Ditto Heads coffee cup tonight. The old Rush Limbaugh Ditto Heads cup. I think that they have every right to do that. Okay, so air defense activity reported over Isfahan. Now, Isfahan, this is another major facility here. Let me pull this up. Isfahan, that is, I think I spelled that right. Let me see if I spelled that. Oh, Isfahan. Okay, gotcha. Let's see. Isfahan, we're now apparently seeing air activity over this area. Okay, look at this. This is a live map right here. This is Isfahan. We're starting to see air activity over this area as well. Look at you see this? So we're starting to see air activity there over this Army aviation base. There's multiple nuclear facilities. And Natanz, I believe, where is Natanz? I think that is over here. This is that's one of their nuclear facilities, quote, nuclear waste storage facility. So we're seeing more activity over Isfahan. This could very well mean more airstrikes happening tonight, right now, at the end of Memorial Day. Trump says, you don't want to negotiate? We're going to make you negotiate. We will put you into a submission hold right now. It very well could be. But the air activity is being reported over Isfahan right now. Let me see. This is coming in just about an hour ago. So we're seeing more activity there. Let me see here. What do we got? More Iranian reports say explosions, air defense activity being heard in the cities of Kermanshah. Where is this at? So we've got explosions breaking out over the entire area. Look at this. Now, this is much, much further northwest. You see Isfahan here, and we've got more airstrikes up here. Now, this is, I would say that's 300 kilometers, maybe 270 miles from Baghdad. You see Baghdad here? Wow. This is a game changer, guys. If this is what's really happening with all of, and you see the airstrikes, you see the annotated by these little red missiles here on the map. Holy cow, this is kicking off right now. I believe it's about, what is it, about 4 o'clock in the morning right now in Iran. So you've got airstrikes, Isfahan, big nuclear facility, airstrikes, Kermanshah. Where is Natanz? Let's see here. I want to see if there's anything going on over Natanz. And yes, we've got airstrikes over Natanz as well. Or we have, let's call it air activity. We have air activity over Natanz. Okay. This is their nuclear facility. See this? This is the one where they're spinning up or they're trying to enrich uranium. This is their facility here. This big bunker, this is a man-made sort of, I would call mountain. Look, things in nature don't happen like that. Nature is not symmetrical. Nature is not numbered. It doesn't have a rhythm. This looks like some kind of railway is what that looks like to me. I can't really zoom in much further, but that looks like a railway combined with possibly some entrances into these bunkers here. This is big when we start seeing activity over that. Okay. I don't know what you all think about this, whether or not this is how we get Iran to come to the negotiating table. We just put enough pressure on their neck that they have to. Oh, okay. So it's drone activity over Isfahan. So we're talking these MQ-9 Reaper drones. That's what's over there. This is what the HIMARS, well, not the HIMARS. This is fighter jets struck Iranian patrol boats, and then the Iranians used these to fire at the aircraft. So if this is the case and they're launching these at United States aircraft while we are trying to prevent them from putting mines in the water, they're putting mines in this area, trying to restrict the flow. They're also saying now that they're not taking toll money. They're not taking tolls. Oh, here we go. Right here. U.S. announces that it has struck missile launcher sites in Iran. I knew it. Explosion reported near Bandar Abbas. So the United States CENTCOM is now confirming that we have hit their we've hit their missile launchers, their air defense systems. We could very well be back on the pony, I guess. You know, new reports. This is I don't know if we ever get to a peace deal with these people. I think they might very well be their own worst enemy. I really believe that the IRGC is going to get a lot of innocent Iranian people killed. That's what I think. I'd love to get your take on this because I think the Iranian people are not the ones that are doing this. I can't say the word deal. Crusader, absolutely. I placed a bet on Kaushi for tomorrow. I don't know what Kaushi is. Prior, you got to send me a link to that. I have no idea what that is. Patrick Rome's $20 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Guys, what are you thinking right now when out of one side of the country, we're seeing, you know, let's come to a deal. Out of the other side of the, damn, you should have been a captain. I'd rather be Tennille. I like Tennille out of the captain and Tennille band, but thank you. God is good all the time. Somebody says they don't care if their people die. Patriotic Gigi. I think you're right. I don't believe that they actually care about their own people. They really don't. It's becoming more evident that they don't care about their own destiny. The IRGC will never give in. Tina, I can't argue with that. I really can't. They use their people as shields. Yes. Any people that will put on a backpack and go kaboom themselves, you can't reason with that. You cannot come to any level of logical agreement with that. Let's see here. Russia threatens more Kiev strikes. We know that's coming. Russia is going to get their pound of flesh. Zelensky can say whatever he wants. Rick, thank you for becoming a new member. I always try to get 10 new members here on the channel every time we go live. Do me a favor. If you want to support the show, it's 10 cents a day to join the show, to join the crew. I'm going to put a link here. Join the crew right here. There we go. You can join the crew for 10 cents a day. It's the price of a cup of bad coffee per month to support the channel. I do a lot with that. I help send some guitars to veterans. I try to send some Bibles out to some various, if you sign up as a member, you get on the list. I'm trying to get them out as fast as I possibly can. I really want us to get to some level of an ending with what's going on. Here we go. This isn't going to do anything for them. They tell us exactly what they're going to do. L Sorter, thank you for becoming a new member. Appreciate you. L Sorter. Look at this. Iran's foreign minister, Baji, I think is his name, on whether Tehran would use unfrozen assets released by the U.S. for missiles. We will definitely spend part of our money on missiles and drones. They tell us what they're going to do. They're saying that they're going to continue buying what they did whenever Obama gave them all the money. How can you negotiate this? How can they be trusted in any asset or any avenue? I think you're absolutely right. Pryor just gave out 10 memberships.
Amen.
Boom shakalaka.
Hallelujah. And boom shakalaka.
Wow. Thank you so much. If you all become a member, you go to the Discord server. Okay. There's a Discord server. I will put the link for the Discord server on the community posts tab. It is a patriotic server. It is nothing but patriots from the channel. In there, we chat about this stuff 24/7. And if you want some stock tips, Pryor is our resident stock expert. So if he says he's checking into Cauchy, I don't know what that is, but I wrote it down. I'm checking out Cauchy because Pryor makes a living making decisions like that. Pool Players Thoughts became a YouTube member. Thank you very much. 7 ball side pocket.
How dare you?
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Troll Under the Bridge just gave out some memberships.
How dare you?
How dare you support the channel like that, Troll? Get back in your hole, Troll. Get back in there. So they're telling us what they're going to do. If we release money from this peace deal, some of these sanctions, if we release and let them have access back to their money, what they're going to spend it on. Iran is reportedly demanding Lebanon and Hezbollah terrorists, including any broader deal tied to. Whoa. So now they're saying they want these captured terrorists to be released? I can't go along with that. I can't allow that. I would never allow that.
The Iranian regime is demanding that Lebanon be part of the ceasefire agreement that is related to the Strait of Hormuz, to the nuclear plan, and to the ballistic missile program. And here's the problem. Israel is currently fighting inside of Lebanon against Hezbollah. And I want to tell you something. If Israeli soldiers were not deep inside Lebanon right now, then rockets and drones would be striking into Israeli communities as I record this. I mean, that is literally what's going to happen. The fact that IDF soldiers are fighting well within Lebanon is the exact reason, the only reason that Israeli communities are not being struck right now by Hezbollah rockets and by Hezbollah drones. That is the reality on the ground. And any attempt to tie the two things together, Lebanon, Hezbollah, together with Iran, is something that is hugely problematic for the people of Israel.
Yeah, I think it is, because the Iranian regime funds all of this. A lot of IRGC glazers in here. Ooh, IRGC will never give up their, never quit, blah, blah, blah. May not have the balls to die for the cause. At the end of the day, they got families too. Chad, they do have families. It's also their decision whether or not they want to keep fighting for that stuff. But thank you for the comment, Chad. Really believe that. Qatar cannot afford to give IRGC billions alone unless they use the funds we're holding in their banks. We shouldn't allow that. I agree. Chad, go live there. Yeah, I haven't seen a whole lot of people moving to Lebanon. You don't really hear a whole lot of that. There's not a massive outpouring of American citizens moving to Iran. Let's see here. What is this? Massey is still crying, says he's going to run for that congressional seat in 2028. Good. He's irrelevant. I just don't see any level of relevancy for Thomas Massey anymore. The one thing I wanted to show you here, this is something here at home. Let me show this. Masked rioters are now using debris from a nearby dumpster to barricade the entrance to the ICE facility in Newark. It's only going to get worse. Time to flood the zone with tear gas. Let me do this. I got to turn this down. These clowns are usually very loud. Let's go here. This is like an episode out of The Walking Dead. They are in dumpsters trying to get debris to block the entrance to the ICE detention facility. I feel like I'm watching animals at the zoo rub crap on themselves, is what I feel like. There's a lot of the Palestinian cafes. Look at that. Imagine that. Imagine that. They don't want ICE agents to show their faces, but they all hide their faces. Isn't that ironic? Isn't that two people carry an 18-pound pallet? Get a job, losers. Do you think that they are going to, do you think they're paid by Soros, Howard's Gardens? You could be right. You could be right. It wouldn't surprise me, because we know that they have been paid by the Soros back stuff for a while. Another thing coming up right here. We know we've got the World Cup coming up. Mexico is going to host Iran's World Cup team after the United States' refusal. The president says Iran's soccer team, football team, is not welcome here. Stay in Mexico. Good. I'm okay with all of that. Stay out. Seems like some people really want to admire Iran being able to die for their cause. Yeah, the same people that are pro-Iran would never go there, and would probably never choose to serve our country either. It's such a double-edged sword as to the amount of people that would actually fight for our own country. You know what I mean? Apparently the big primary tomorrow in Texas, John Cornyn, Ken Paxton, I guess Corcoran is very upset. Speaking of Memorial Day, I want to show you something else that I thought was very disgusting. This will probably make some of you want to, well, we'll leave it at that. Today, this is the Democrats' X account. Today, we honor the American heroes who made this ultimate sacrifice in Trump's war with Iran. They are standing on the graves of these American men and women that lost their lives in Operation Epic Fury. The Democrats are doing this. Is this disgusting? Just when they can't get any lower, they go that low. They go that far into all of this. You can't hate the news media enough. I don't believe you can despise the Democrat Party enough whenever they put this kind of stuff up. President Trump just took to Truth Social. Truth Social. President Trump just posted this. Obama's Iran policy, pallets of cash. Trump's Iran policy, warships. He posted that 20 minutes ago. 20 minutes ago, the president posted that. The president of the United States seems to have a real knack for showing the people that hate America. And it damn sure seems like we have found out who hates America. Trump wants that dust. I don't want Iran to get a nuclear weapon. Qatar is offering all-inclusive spa packages. What? You've got to be joking. Wow. I can't hate certain factions that are in this country enough. I really can't. They are so anti-American that it makes me sick to my stomach. They are so pro everything but America. It makes me sick to my stomach. And I'm at the point right now of I'm just finished with all of this. I want something to happen that brings this all to an end quickly is what I want. And I don't know whether it's going to be more military action. I don't know if it's more airstrikes. I don't know how we get to some level of a negotiations. Patty B, someone is bothering you. I have no idea. Yeah. Lines are open. We'll take a handful of phone calls tonight. I want to get your take on what you're seeing in Iran, what your take is on what the president thinks that, or what you think the president should do. Do you think we'll ever get to a peace deal with Iran? I don't know. Let's go. Kick off right, line 1. You're on the clock. Go right ahead.
Hey, Ben, this is Trudy over in Ohio.
Yes, ma'am.
All the dust leads back to Hillary and Obama. All of it does. That's why they want to find it.
Do you think that there are other powers that are trying to stop Iran from giving it up, because then we would connect those dots?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think you could be right. And you know, that deal that was signed off by Obama, there was nothing illegal about the deal, but it was damn sure detrimental to the United States of America. Thank you for calling, Trudy. God bless you. Great call from Trudy. I think the uranium does lead back to former president and former Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton and Obama. You very well could be right. Let's go MWP. What do you got?
Hi, Ben. I think it's certain people around President Trump that are convincing him not to finish the job kinetically. with Iran. I think just seeing Trump all these years and knowing he's just a man of decisive action, he knows what he wants. I just don't see him wanting to do this negotiations to keep failing, and I think he knows they're not going to keep their word. What do you think, sir? And by chance, do you know who those people around him might be, if you agree with me?
I'm going to say I don't agree with you on this. I don't believe that he has people in his cabinet that are telling him not to do that. I think that what is going on is just like I think a lot of people realize there are a hell of a lot of innocent people in Iran, 90 million to be exact, right? And I just don't
Right.
think that they want to kill innocent people. I wouldn't want that to happen here. I wouldn't want it to happen anywhere, to be honest with you. But thank you for calling, brother. I appreciate it. God bless you. MWP, I believe he's out west, I believe is where he's at. Let's see here. Believe this is all part of the plan. George Floyd, drug-free, 6 years today. Boom
How dare
shakalaka
you.
to George being drug-free. God bless you. We knew it would happen. There you go. Lines are open, 475-7864. Nobody tells President Trump what to do. Joyce, I'm going to go with your answer there, Joyce. People need to realize how complicated this is. It is. Let's go here. Line 4. What do you got? Line 4. I'll give you one more chance. Never mind. Never mind. Lines are open. Someone didn't know how to use their phone. There you go. Big decisions to be made. Big decisions to be made. Could you imagine when you enlisted the Marines, what state did you live in? Foil Hat. I have no idea who that is. Let's go right here. Line 4. Go right ahead. Line 4.
What's going on, my man Ben? It's J-Rod. What's happening?
What's going on, J-Rod? What would you like to say, sir?
Man, this whole Iran thing, I'm so fed up, tired of it. This is the way I see it. Any human being with a set of ocular stems and enough brain power to work an easy bake oven has got enough sense to know you can't negotiate with these people. Finish the damn job and get the hell out of there. It's just a goal. I don't understand.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. If we bomb the place into an oblivion, what does that do for world markets, for oil, for fertilizer, for natural gas? What does that do?
We'll figure it out.
You think we'll figure it out?
But we ain't gonna have to work. We'll have to figure it out. There won't be nothing else to do. But we ain't gonna have to worry about losing American people. We ain't gonna have to worry about Iran destroying Israel, Qatar, all them. We ain't gonna have to worry about none of that. Worldwide terrorism. We ain't gonna have to worry about it.
You know,
we'll
I
have
think
to figure it out.
I don't know if it's so easy to just blow it all up. I just don't know if it's that easy. I don't know. I really don't. But
Well, with our military and our Space Force and everything, if we can't go in there and do what we need to do without blowing the whole thing up, then I don't know where we're at.
wow.
We should now have this dissected down to a point to where we can take exactly what we want out at any given time, precise, just like everything else has been. And you don't have to blow the whole country up, but we need to take care of business somehow, some way. I mean, that's all out of our reach.
J-Rod, I appreciate you calling.
But nothing's out of reach, and we need to get this done.
Okay. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. God bless. Marine Sensor. Hey, I'm watching from Iran. I live in Quiche Island, right next to the Strait of Hormuz. I'm using Starlink to talk to you right now. Okay. Well, you're welcome to call in. The phone number is right there. If you're in Quiche Island, I got to see where Quiche Island is. Let's go. Quiche Island. Let's see where that is. Whoa. Are you near the international airport? I think we've got a tracer here on this phone. This is where this person says that they're located. Quiche Island, right off the coast of, well, Bandar Abbas is about 250 kilometers northwest or northeast of them, and they are here. Quiche Island, Marine Center. You're welcome to call in. I hope you do. Let's go line 3. What do you got? You got a lot going on there. Sounding like an industrial facility of some sorts. Line 3, go right ahead.
Hey, Ben.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is Scott from Montana. You know, a lot of people got it wrong with, I'm calling from Montana.
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay, yeah, a lot of people got it wrong with Trump. They think he's just got everybody in his ear, and, you know, it ain't that way. He knows, he wants that dust, and he's going to get it one way or another, but he's just trying to, you know, get in there, but he will get it. You watch, he will get it.
Right now, it is a lot of just speculation, a lot of speculation. And that's what we're doing right now. But I'm happy that it's speculation because that tells me there's no real leaks coming out of the White House. Thank you for calling from Montana. God bless you. I'm hoping to make it up to Beartooth Pass this summer. I'm planning a motorcycle trip up there to Beartooth Pass. I've never seen it. I heard it's a beautiful road. And Marine Sensor. Yeah, call in or text the show and I'll call you. Trump is stirring up the bee's nest. Trump, the conductor. POTUS listens. If he makes a mistake, Pelosi will be the first one in line for reparations. I don't know about that. I have no idea about the Pelosi situation. I hope that she leaves. I would love to see her leaving. We haven't heard a lot out of some of these people. Let's see here. Going to grab a cup. There we go. But the lines are open. 615-475-7864. Feel free. Reports runway in Bandar Abbas is reportedly struck tonight. Explosion, anti-aircraft. So they've taken out a runway there. Okay. I think we might be seeing more than just retaliatory strikes on the on these boats. I think we're seeing more than just retaliatory strikes on these boats. Let's see. What does this say? Jamie Johnson. I like that guy. Great singer. Man, let's go here. Line 2. What do you got? Line 2. Turn the audio down in the background. Yeah, turn that down.
Off. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. What would you like to say? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from New Hampshire.
Okay. What would you like to say?
I'd like to thank every veteran for their service today.
Yeah, there's a lot that paid the ultimate price, the full measure. I went and paid my respects to some that I had served with as well. And you're absolutely right. Memorial Day is all about paying respects. I watched a little bit of the stuff that happened there at Arlington National Cemetery. There's a lot of people that have done as much as they possibly could to make this country better, and yet we still have people here that hate it, that hate this country, and that's really despicable. It just really makes me want to vomit in my mouth. But did you serve as well, or just ask?
No, sir. My father was a Naval CB.
Okay, gotcha. Well, thank you for his service.
And thank you for your service, sir.
You take care and have a great night. God bless America. God bless America. All right, guys, that's the show for tonight. I will catch y'all on the flip side.
Chief of the watch on the 1MC, pass the word. Dive, dive, sound 2 blasts of dive alarm, pass the word, dive, dive. Dive, dive. Dive, dive.
Here we go again! Here we go again! Same old song again! Same old song again! Marching down the avenue! Marching down the avenue! We don't know who will be through! We don't know who will be through! They cry, a long, long time ago! Long, long time ago! Heard it on the radio! Heard it on the radio! Sounds so good to me! Sounds so good to me! U.S. Navy submarine! U.S. Navy submarine! And Cruder just inside here! Cruder just inside here! Turns out I gave them 5 years! Turns out I gave them 5 years! Had to to get out of boot camp. Had to get out of boot camp. They won't light the smoking lamp. They won't light the smoking lamp. Now I'm a submariner. Now I'm a submariner. Rolling in the deep, sir. Rolling in the deep, sir. Top secret mission, hush, hush. Secret mission, hush, hush. No one's gonna find us. No one's gonna find us. 6 months below the ocean. 6 months below the ocean. Can't remember the sun. Can't remember the sun. Can't write my wife no letters. Can't write my wife no letters. And Tony's gonna get her. Tony's gonna get her. But I won't trade this life away. I won't trade this life away. Makes it worth the Navy pay. Makes it worth the Navy pay. If I can't be a bobblehead. I can't be a bobblehead. Might as well just be dead. Might as well just be dead. A long, long time ago. Long, long time ago. Heard it on the radio. Heard it on the radio. Sounds so good to me. Sounds so good to me. U.S. Navy submarine. U.S. Navy submarine. Left, right, left, right. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Coral Sea. I've been to Coral Sea. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Korea. I've been to Korea. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Vietnam. I've been to Vietnam. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Desert Storm. I've been to Desert Storm. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Afghanistan. I've been to Afghanistan. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Iraq and back. I've been to Iraq and back. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where will you be? Where will you be? I'll be where I have to be. I'll be where I have to be. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Left, right, left, right. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left.
Okay, guys, gals, girls, this is Ben Dyke Show. Smash a like and subscribe on your way out the door. See you in the next one. Ben Dyke Show is out.
We could do boom shakalaka. We love the boom shakalaka, you know. Nobody booms and shakalakas as much as I do. I do it better than anybody. I invented it, believe it or not. A lot of people don't realize it.
Rock on, salute, God bless you. Bubbleheads forever.